They were to become paramedics in the afternoon. They were to become paramedics in the afternoon. I'm determined to win this time. I'm determined to win this time. It's in the oven. It's in the oven. By the end of the day, they will have finished their work. By the end of the day, they will have finished their work. We've been waiting for over an hour, they said. We've been waiting for over an hour, they said. Where can I find school supplies? Where can I find school supplies? Be good. Be good. Can you recommend a wine that would pair well with steak? Can you recommend a wine that would pair well with steak? My friend was a jeweler. My friend was a jeweler. Shouldn't it be borrowed? Shouldn't it be borrowed? Can you tell me where the bath tissue is? Can you tell me where the bath tissue is? If you don't come to me, I will be angry with you. If you don't come to me, I will be angry with you. I like red apples but I don't like green ones. I like red apples but I don't like green ones. His grandfather was a cook assistant. His grandfather was a cook assistant. Did you object at night? Did you object at night? Were his cousins cops? Were his cousins cops? How do you work? How do you work? What is your plan? What is your plan? The cat is chasing a mouse. The cat is chasing a mouse. We can live every day. We can live every day. Am I growing? Am I growing? I thought you might need help. I thought you might need help. Doesn't it open after 2 nights? Doesn't it open after 2 nights? Can I have a visitor? Can I have a visitor? Don't they like it right away? Don't they like it right away? They contain important information. They contain important information. Should I be an inspector at noon? Should I be an inspector at noon? Is your daughter a botanist? Is your daughter a botanist? We look like our parents. We look like our parents. You can't promise every month. You can't promise every month. May I have your boarding pass, please? May I have your boarding pass, please? 4. My father is a retired teacher. My father is a retired teacher. Don't they assume 2 centuries later? Don't they assume 2 centuries later? You will go to school. You will go to school. Approximately. Approximately. Like what? Like what? Do we increase? Do we increase? I don't want to vote. I don't want to vote. We will be volunteering at the local shelter on the weekends. We will be volunteering at the local shelter on the weekends. Please enter your email address for the newsletter. Please enter your email address for the newsletter. She is a talented singer and performs at concerts. She is a talented singer and performs at concerts. Do we behave? Do we behave? The cat is under the bed. The cat is under the bed. Quick review. Quick review. Why don't we invite our friends over for a game night? Why don't we invite our friends over for a game night? Shouldn't they be sculptors after 4 evenings? Shouldn't they be sculptors after 4 evenings? He needs to fix the leaky faucet. He needs to fix the leaky faucet. I need to find a new job as soon as possible. I need to find a new job as soon as possible. Where is the center of the world? Where is the center of the world? Can't I save? Can't I save? Can he log in after a second? Can he log in after a second? The job is below my reputation. The job is below my reputation. Can it challenge Fortnite? Can it challenge Fortnite? What does this mean? What does this mean? Is there anyone who can drive you home? Is there anyone who can drive you home? Do you sell fresh milk? Do you sell fresh milk? I am very pleased. I am very pleased. To say. To say. Turn into. Turn into. Whose watch is this? Whose watch is this? What do you say to Allie? What do you say to Allie? They may not force it at dusk. They may not force it at dusk. I have to finish reading this book tonight. I have to finish reading this book tonight. Was I a carrier? Was I a carrier? The dumpster was full of trash and was starting to attract flies. The dumpster was full of trash and was starting to attract flies. I wish I had a better memory so I wouldn't forget important dates. I wish I had a better memory so I wouldn't forget important dates. Can't I get it right away? Can't I get it right away? Generally. Generally. Now you can take off your helmet. Now you can take off your helmet. Our half-brother is the air traffic controller. Our half-brother is the air traffic controller. Much more crowded. Much more crowded. This time tomorrow I will be working on my project. This time tomorrow I will be working on my project. Won't you be a dermatologist sometimes? Won't you be a dermatologist sometimes? Wouldn't it be a clerk? Wouldn't it be a clerk? Your half-brother is an analyst. Your half-brother is an analyst. You should buy these tickets. You should buy these tickets. Do you sell gift cards? Do you sell gift cards? He works hard to advance in his career. He works hard to advance in his career. See you after work. See you after work. I will open a branch. I will open a branch. We don't talk to each other like that. We don't talk to each other like that. I'll have calamari salad as an appetizer. I'll have calamari salad as an appetizer. He usually goes for a run in the evening. He usually goes for a run in the evening. If you don't understand a word, check the dictionary. If you don't understand a word, check the dictionary. Is there something specific you're looking for? Is there something specific you're looking for? Despite the bad weather, we continued our walk. Despite the bad weather, we continued our walk. Anyone have updates to share? Anyone have updates to share? I'm meeting with my boss next week to discuss my raise. I'm meeting with my boss next week to discuss my raise. I've been developing for 10 years. I've been developing for 10 years. Should I invest now? Should I invest now? Any cheese left in the fridge? Any cheese left in the fridge? Despite her fear, she still got on the roller coaster. Despite her fear, she still got on the roller coaster. We have to clean the house before the guests arrive. We have to clean the house before the guests arrive. May I ask who's calling? May I ask who's calling? Can it load 10 years? Can it load 10 years? He listens to music in his spare time. He listens to music in his spare time. She's going to do a painting for her art class next week. She's going to do a painting for her art class next week. Encountered. Encountered. What I did. What I did. How to cook tofu in stir-fry. How to cook tofu in stir-fry. I hope you are well. I hope you are well. I'm going to learn to swim this summer, he said to his friend. I'm going to learn to swim this summer, he said to his friend. He's the undertaker. He's the undertaker. I guess he is 40 years old. I guess he is 40 years old. Is your nephew a dishwasher? Is your nephew a dishwasher? Couldn't lay it before. Couldn't lay it before. Another possibility is to start a new project. Another possibility is to start a new project. Were my parents monks? Were my parents monks? I've never seen you eat a hamburger. I've never seen you eat a hamburger. They subscribe to a magazine. They subscribe to a magazine. Say yes in favor of all. Say yes in favor of all. He would not serve at noon. He would not serve at noon. 7:15. 7:15. Well, you learn from your mistake. Well, you learn from your mistake. Did you see it sometimes? Did you see it sometimes? They can always take aim. They can always take aim. Where do you work in the garden? Where do you work in the garden? They wouldn't last. They wouldn't last. Can you help me find the payment counter? Can you help me find the payment counter? He has excellent communication skills. He has excellent communication skills. Have you watched a good documentary lately? Have you watched a good documentary lately? He forgot to set his alarm and woke up late. He forgot to set his alarm and woke up late. It has to climb. It has to climb. I'm sorry I offended you. I'm sorry I offended you. Wouldn't it be a daily lifesaver? Wouldn't it be a daily lifesaver? They will study for the exam tomorrow. They will study for the exam tomorrow. Am I an entrepreneur the next day? Am I an entrepreneur the next day? They went to Italy last summer. They went to Italy last summer. 5 afternoon missionary? 5 afternoon missionary? Were his siblings recruiters? Were his siblings recruiters? How to cook steak for filet mignon. How to cook steak for filet mignon. We undertake. We undertake. Shouldn't it be cold after 5 weeks? Shouldn't it be cold after 5 weeks? He's a 2-week trainer. He's a 2-week trainer. Social. Social. They saw a herd of cows in the field. They saw a herd of cows in the field. A balanced diet should be followed. A balanced diet should be followed. I'm asking my girlfriend out. I'm asking my girlfriend out. Then it shouldn't start. Then it shouldn't start. David, help me with this cake. David, help me with this cake. Their cousins are bounty hunters. Their cousins are bounty hunters. It brought back our milk from 3 weeks ago. It brought back our milk from 3 weeks ago. Should it run monthly? Should it run monthly? My mother was a great cook. My mother was a great cook. His spirit is good. His spirit is good. Doesn't it change after 2 weeks? Doesn't it change after 2 weeks? Destiny. Destiny. I bet I can find a girlfriend online. I bet I can find a girlfriend online. My aunt was a wrestler. My aunt was a wrestler. They will visit us next month. They will visit us next month. I want you to be careful. I want you to be careful. Should we change our approach? Should we change our approach? Should he reply once a month? Should he reply once a month? Like other teams. Like other teams. The weapon was used in war. The weapon was used in war. They shop at the mall. They shop at the mall. How are you? How are you? I'm going to the bank to get some money for my job. I'm going to the bank to get some money for my job. Did it fit 2 nights ago? Did it fit 2 nights ago? They arrived at the airport in the evening. They arrived at the airport in the evening. Can I have sweet chili sauce with the shrimp? Can I have sweet chili sauce with the shrimp? What is your favorite sandwich filling? What is your favorite sandwich filling? Not only does she love cooking, she also loves baking. Not only does she love cooking, she also loves baking. Would we choose? Would we choose? I'm thinking of starting a new hobby. I'm thinking of starting a new hobby. Wouldn't he be an industrialist often? Wouldn't he be an industrialist often? You should have studied vocabulary before the test. You should have studied vocabulary before the test. The movie finished an hour ago. The movie finished an hour ago. Where did you get that shirt? Asked. Where did you get that shirt? Asked. Didn't he object? Didn't he object? He told me, I like to swim. He told me, I like to swim. With the help of John and his teams, we made the first launch this week. With the help of John and his teams, we made the first launch this week. My goal is to work hard. My goal is to work hard. You have to die. You have to die. May I ask who's calling? May I ask who's calling? If I were a famous actress, I would act in blockbuster movies. If I were a famous actress, I would act in blockbuster movies. We will speak tomorrow. We will speak tomorrow. They bought a new car last week. They bought a new car last week. Past. Past. If you work hard, you will be successful. If you work hard, you will be successful. Can he retire at sunrise? Can he retire at sunrise? What's your signature cocktail? What's your signature cocktail? Actually, what John was talking about is over. We are very successful in this business. Actually, what John was talking about is over. We are very successful in this business. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. Mount Everest is the highest mountain in the world. I do not want to go. I do not want to go. Which teams should be involved in such a solution? Which teams should be involved in such a solution? They believe in ghosts. They believe in ghosts. Breathtaking. Breathtaking. I will go to bed early. I will go to bed early. They saw a herd of cows in the field. They saw a herd of cows in the field. He blamed himself for the missed opportunity. He blamed himself for the missed opportunity. What do you think about removing carbon? What do you think about removing carbon? These are expensive watches. These are expensive watches. Was our nephew a sociologist? Was our nephew a sociologist? Can he be happy? Can he be happy? If it's dirty, I don't go out. If it's dirty, I don't go out. I can come every month. I can come every month. I'll be working on my thesis all day tomorrow. I'll be working on my thesis all day tomorrow. We haven't been better for 10 years. We haven't been better for 10 years. Mary is our QA team. Mary is our QA team. Their father was an anesthesiologist. Their father was an anesthesiologist. The teacher made the students practice speaking English. The teacher made the students practice speaking English. We watched a football match. We watched a football match. Definitely. Definitely. Won't you watch then? Won't you watch then? I told you all my secrets. I told you all my secrets. Should I include it sometimes? Should I include it sometimes? The delivery date of the book I borrowed from the library is tomorrow. The delivery date of the book I borrowed from the library is tomorrow. I guess so too. I guess so too. He needed to buy food on the way home. He needed to buy food on the way home. Number 3 is also solved. Number 3 is also solved. I'm waiting weekly. I'm waiting weekly. Won't you marry? Won't you marry? Will they rise? Will they rise? He never forgets his keys. He never forgets his keys. They didn't listen to the warnings, so they got in trouble. They didn't listen to the warnings, so they got in trouble. Should we not organize? Should we not organize? I don't think we've met before. My name is Tom. I don't think we've met before. My name is Tom. She sang in the school musical. She sang in the school musical. I've never seen you eat a hamburger. I've never seen you eat a hamburger. I had an accident. I had an accident. Can you look at this? Can you look at this? They age in the twilight. They age in the twilight. Your daughter was a locksmith. Your daughter was a locksmith. If they throw a party, they'll invite us too. If they throw a party, they'll invite us too. Cancel. Cancel. Otherwise. Otherwise. I need to find a new job that pays better. I need to find a new job that pays better. 1 a.m. I can teach you later. 1 a.m. I can teach you later. He's practicing his basketball skills. He's practicing his basketball skills. He had been studying for the English test all night. He had been studying for the English test all night. He has to learn. He has to learn. He's going to buy his sister a birthday present. He's going to buy his sister a birthday present. Take food. Take food. He has been studying abroad for a year. He has been studying abroad for a year. Weren't we just apprentices? Weren't we just apprentices? He's already cooked dinner. He's already cooked dinner. The dog barked loudly when the postman arrived. The dog barked loudly when the postman arrived. Say yes in favor of all. Say yes in favor of all. Still, there are some concerns that need to be addressed. Still, there are some concerns that need to be addressed. Mary goes to the gym, and so do I. Mary goes to the gym, and so do I. He arrived in time for the interview. He arrived in time for the interview. What is the purpose of your trip? What is the purpose of your trip? The children were playing in the sand in the park. The children were playing in the sand in the park. Your aunt is an insurance company. Your aunt is an insurance company. Can I have macaroni and cheese with my meal? Can I have macaroni and cheese with my meal? Was their mother a rapper? Was their mother a rapper? He was watching a movie while eating popcorn. He was watching a movie while eating popcorn. I don't want to lose my love. I don't want to lose my love. The picnic blanket was covered with ants. The picnic blanket was covered with ants. We are aware. We are aware. I'm going to the airport. I'm going to the airport. They prefer action movies. They prefer action movies. Your cousins are lawyers. Your cousins are lawyers. Bought a new laptop. Bought a new laptop. You are a lifesaver. You are a lifesaver. After 5 nights we would calculate. After 5 nights we would calculate. I was so tired that I could barely keep my eyes open. I was so tired that I could barely keep my eyes open. Can you make my pasta dish with garlic and oil sauce? Can you make my pasta dish with garlic and oil sauce? Giraffe has the longest neck among land animals. Giraffe has the longest neck among land animals. The book is longer than I expected. The book is longer than I expected. I must let you know at dusk. I must let you know at dusk. Can we check it annually? Can we check it annually? I'm going to the market to buy chips. I'm going to the market to buy chips. Where can I get this? Where can I get this? Is my stepbrother a brewer? Is my stepbrother a brewer? He did not become a shepherd 4 years ago. He did not become a shepherd 4 years ago. Approximately. Approximately. You were monthly. You were monthly. I was thinking about this summer. I was thinking about this summer. Even though it's hot outside, I still plan to go swimming. Even though it's hot outside, I still plan to go swimming. The coffee shop is busier than usual. The coffee shop is busier than usual. I have to take a shower before going out. I have to take a shower before going out. He will travel to Europe next summer. He will travel to Europe next summer. Does he vote later in the morning? Does he vote later in the morning? The woman whose purse was stolen called the police. The woman whose purse was stolen called the police. Earthquakes. Earthquakes. Is his half-brother a notary? Is his half-brother a notary? The team will improve their football skills. The team will improve their football skills. Aren't you surrounded every day? Aren't you surrounded every day? Have you ever climbed a mountain? Have you ever climbed a mountain? How many do you need? How many do you need? The problem requires a creative solution. The problem requires a creative solution. The report concludes that social media can be a valuable resource for children and adolescents when used wisely and carefully. The report concludes that social media can be a valuable resource for children and adolescents when used wisely and carefully. You will receive an email with more information. You will receive an email with more information. I have some concerns about the project deadline. I have some concerns about the project deadline. Their husbands were stockbrokers. Their husbands were stockbrokers. How many people are in your family? How many people are in your family? We can kill at noon. We can kill at noon. Were we an apprentice fortnightly? Were we an apprentice fortnightly? I think you should buy a car. I think you should buy a car. Arranging flowers in a vase. Arranging flowers in a vase. I do not have much time. I do not have much time. The baby smiled for the first time. The baby smiled for the first time. They went swimming. They went swimming. Does he listen every day? Does he listen every day? Shouldn't they be hired? Shouldn't they be hired? We couldn't get back 5 hours ago. We couldn't get back 5 hours ago. Precision. Precision. This will have to wait. This will have to wait. Doesn't he need to fix it? Doesn't he need to fix it? Do you want to come? Do you want to come? Let me wait. Let me wait. Can I get your number? Can I get your number? He started working for the company 2 weeks ago. He started working for the company 2 weeks ago. He had already decided to study abroad before applying to university. He had already decided to study abroad before applying to university. To them. To them. When they came to the party, we had been waiting for over an hour. When they came to the party, we had been waiting for over an hour. We should not threaten. We should not threaten. Could you repeat that, please? Could you repeat that, please? I will be graduating from university next year. I will be graduating from university next year. The beach is crowded. The beach is crowded. The earth revolves around the sun. The earth revolves around the sun. You were organized. You were organized. We can't use it after 4 nights. We can't use it after 4 nights. I saw a beautiful rainbow after the rain. I saw a beautiful rainbow after the rain. We passed the deadline. We were still working on the project. We passed the deadline. We were still working on the project. All my secrets. All my secrets. By the time he returns, I will have cleaned the whole house. By the time he returns, I will have cleaned the whole house. The cat chased the mouse. The cat chased the mouse. It wouldn't last year. It wouldn't last year. Do you have gluten-free options for pizza? Do you have gluten-free options for pizza? In which aisle are the chips located? In which aisle are the chips located? Before we begin, let's review the agenda. Before we begin, let's review the agenda. If he calls, tell him I'm busy. If he calls, tell him I'm busy. Relevant regional. Relevant regional. We played tennis on the court. We played tennis on the court. Discussions on the new education policy continued for several hours. Discussions on the new education policy continued for several hours. I don't think marriage is necessarily the best solution. I don't think marriage is necessarily the best solution. I can't believe you would do something like this, it's a disgrace. I can't believe you would do something like this, it's a disgrace. Who has a dream? Who has a dream? Can we set up a poker table? Can we set up a poker table? Where is the post office? Where is the post office? You may not be able to suppress it at noon. You may not be able to suppress it at noon. She had her dress tailored to fit perfectly. She had her dress tailored to fit perfectly. What is the price? What is the price? Driving when tired. Driving when tired. What is your return policy? What is your return policy? Will I finalize? Will I finalize? He'll finish his workout and take a shower after that. He'll finish his workout and take a shower after that. Can you come with me? Can you come with me? It wouldn't come in a week. It wouldn't come in a week. Accept that one. Accept that one. Do you really think we will believe it? Do you really think we will believe it? He has been painting for hours. He has been painting for hours. Let's start. Let's start. They arrive at the hotel tomorrow morning. They arrive at the hotel tomorrow morning. Necessary. Necessary. Should not wash. Should not wash. I want to learn English. I want to learn English. I'm ready for another round. I'm ready for another round. Am I studying right now? Am I studying right now? He speaks confidently. He speaks confidently. Can't it be at sunrise? Can't it be at sunrise? Is there a shoe aisle in the store? Is there a shoe aisle in the store? We can try too. We can try too. You go to concerts on the weekends. You go to concerts on the weekends. Children are playing with toys. Children are playing with toys. The movie was great and I can't wait to watch it again. The movie was great and I can't wait to watch it again. Do you babysit often? Do you babysit often? Can't he be a night watcher? Can't he be a night watcher? We wouldn't send. We wouldn't send. What kind of support do you give to our project? What kind of support do you give to our project? It seems you left me no choice. It seems you left me no choice. Couldn't he then race at 3 a.m.? Couldn't he then race at 3 a.m.? Was your grandson a nurse? Was your grandson a nurse? They rode their bikes in the park. They rode their bikes in the park. Although he did not agree with my decision, he supported me. Although he did not agree with my decision, he supported me. We have to be there in time for the movie. We have to be there in time for the movie. It looks good. It looks good. Directly. Directly. He has been fixing the car since morning. He has been fixing the car since morning. Sometimes he learned. Sometimes he learned. The road was closed to traffic due to construction. The road was closed to traffic due to construction. I shouldn't open. I shouldn't open. Call security. There is a suspicious person in the store. Call security. There is a suspicious person in the store. Drama club is putting on a play about a duck trying to find its way home. Drama club is putting on a play about a duck trying to find its way home. I'm dyeing socks. I'm dyeing socks. To nudge. To nudge. The song was performed live on stage. The song was performed live on stage. After breaking the toy car, he angrily smashed it into pieces. After breaking the toy car, he angrily smashed it into pieces. My sister is a better singer than me. My sister is a better singer than me. Possession of alcohol in public. Possession of alcohol in public. You know what's going on. You know what's going on. I enjoy listening to music. I enjoy listening to music. Would he not trust? Would he not trust? We can't finish the game until we have all the pieces. We can't finish the game until we have all the pieces. Can you help me rebook my ticket? Can you help me rebook my ticket? I will flirt. I will flirt. Come to the point. Come to the point. We did not learn. We did not learn. We bought new shoes. We bought new shoes. May not name immediately. May not name immediately. The Eiffel Tower is the tallest structure in Paris. The Eiffel Tower is the tallest structure in Paris. She sings beautifully. She sings beautifully. Couldn't they have an affair later in the morning? Couldn't they have an affair later in the morning? What's the problem? What's the problem? Can I replace this product with a different color? Can I replace this product with a different color? Don't you see the "no smoking" sign? You cannot smoke here. Don't you see the "no smoking" sign? You cannot smoke here. How long have you been a doctor? How long have you been a doctor? You can fly. You can fly. His grandson was an optician. His grandson was an optician. My luggage is missing. My luggage is missing. We went to the mountains and went hiking. We went to the mountains and went hiking. The door was open, so I went in. The door was open, so I went in. I will open a branch. I will open a branch. I have two options, easy and hard. I have two options, easy and hard. He will be a doctor in the future. He will be a doctor in the future. Cancel. Cancel. He recognizes his old friend. He recognizes his old friend. If the floor is not wet, I will go out. If the floor is not wet, I will go out. Did I understand? Did I understand? For this reason, I decided to switch to a vegan diet. For this reason, I decided to switch to a vegan diet. I can go home. I can go home. Write to my account. Write to my account. They go to church every Sunday. They go to church every Sunday. I had seen the movie before but wanted to watch it again. I had seen the movie before but wanted to watch it again. He told me, I can swim. He told me, I can swim. You should consider all options before making a decision. You should consider all options before making a decision. They were invisible. They were invisible. Neighbor's waiter. Neighbor's waiter. Math class. Math class. I'm going to the gym at 6 p.m. I'm going to the gym at 6 p.m. Can I be a lieutenant this afternoon? Can I be a lieutenant this afternoon? You didn't tell me anything about yourself. You didn't tell me anything about yourself. Good to see you again. Good to see you again. Sweat. Sweat. Won't you promise? Won't you promise? Can they thrive at night? Can they thrive at night? Had attended. Had attended. Did they often get cold? Did they often get cold? Shouldn't they be building Fortnite? Shouldn't they be building Fortnite? We shouldn't be airmen in 3 hours. We shouldn't be airmen in 3 hours. I was aware of this problem. I was aware of this problem. If I had a ticket, I would have gone to the concert. If I had a ticket, I would have gone to the concert. Is this a block for Sun's vendor banner rollout? Is this a block for Sun's vendor banner rollout? What do you think? What do you say before you leave here? What do you think? What do you say before you leave here? Take food. Take food. The design of the new building was praised for its innovative style. The design of the new building was praised for its innovative style. This problem is difficult to solve. This problem is difficult to solve. I have a cough for 3 weeks. I have a cough for 3 weeks. One, providing evidence is the only way to persuade others. One, providing evidence is the only way to persuade others. Can we complain? Can we complain? He can win after 3 years. He can win after 3 years. The dog is chasing its tail. The dog is chasing its tail. Beetroot tuna. Beetroot tuna. Stickman annual. Stickman annual. Then I'm butchering at 5 a.m. Then I'm butchering at 5 a.m. Is her stepdaughter a potter? Is her stepdaughter a potter? By the end of the year, I will have run a marathon. By the end of the year, I will have run a marathon. Is there a pet grooming section in the store? Is there a pet grooming section in the store? Is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable? Is there anything I can do to make you more comfortable? Our decor is stylish and modern. Our decor is stylish and modern. They had their roof repaired after the storm. They had their roof repaired after the storm. Jenny is cooking dinner for the family. Jenny is cooking dinner for the family. Should we be soon? Should we be soon? Is there a minimum order for delivery? Is there a minimum order for delivery? Don't we solve it often? Don't we solve it often? If you don't water the plants, they will die. If you don't water the plants, they will die. Where did you walk? Where did you walk? They went to cooking class together. They went to cooking class together. You have internet problem on your side. You have internet problem on your side. What happened? What happened? I cannot decide. I cannot decide. Were they created? Were they created? The enemy was too busy and too big. The enemy was too busy and too big. I'm going out for lunch tomorrow. I'm going out for lunch tomorrow. Car in front of me. Car in front of me. It should not be quoted infrequently. It should not be quoted infrequently. Even if you don't like spicy food, you should try this dish. Even if you don't like spicy food, you should try this dish. I enjoy listening to music. I enjoy listening to music. I have to gather these flowers together so that they fit in the vase. I have to gather these flowers together so that they fit in the vase. This is the smallest house I've ever seen. This is the smallest house I've ever seen. He is my best friend. He is my best friend. Where will you be at 6 o'clock? Where will you be at 6 o'clock? They trust each other. They trust each other. Do you have liquids in your hand luggage? Do you have liquids in your hand luggage? The dancers will perform at the theater next weekend. The dancers will perform at the theater next weekend. Can you send it after 3 in the morning? Can you send it after 3 in the morning? Encountered. Encountered. Had they finished all the tasks before the deadline? Had they finished all the tasks before the deadline? You applied earlier at 2 a.m. You applied earlier at 2 a.m. You can develop 10 years. You can develop 10 years. The book was borrowed from the library. The book was borrowed from the library. Should it be extended? Should it be extended? Will he be a journeyman? Will he be a journeyman? I have one rash. I have one rash. If it was colder we would wear jackets. If it was colder we would wear jackets. He came up with a plan to develop the business. He came up with a plan to develop the business. He will call his sister later. He will call his sister later. I came here to see John. I came here to see John. Even though it was hot outside, he wore a jacket because he liked his style. Even though it was hot outside, he wore a jacket because he liked his style. Is a concern. Is a concern. You must attend all classes to pass the class, said the professor. You must attend all classes to pass the class, said the professor. We've been friends for a long time. We've been friends for a long time. I'll tie the atmosphere to the August sun to attract you. I'll tie the atmosphere to the August sun to attract you. Must be an economist every year. Must be an economist every year. Then you can love 4 in the morning. Then you can love 4 in the morning. They consist of various components. They consist of various components.